Forgive the sudden request, sir, but I find myself in need of something and thought you might be of service. If you find it, return here to me, and I will compensate you most generously. Remember the item I asked you to find? It's not urgent, but I do hope you might yet locate it. Well, enough of that. To business, then. Ah, that's it exactly. Allow me to discount your fare in thanks. If I ever need your services again, I shall not hesitate to ask. I find myself in need of another item, sir. As you performed so admirably last time, I thought I might seek your aid again. That's it. Amazing. As I've come to expect from the likes of you, sir. In thanks, I offer a further discount on your bill. In truth, sir, you are my finest patron. Whenever I've requested aid, you lent it without question. I feel I can trust you. Perhaps the time is right to reveal what I am truly searching for. I never knew my father. He disappeared while I was yet in my mother's belly. Truth be told, he's just as likely dead by now. Yet, the question haunts me still. What could so vex a man that he might desert his unborn child? I have no desire to weigh the right of his actions. I seek only the cause behind them. Thus did I become a peddler, that I could wander the land in search of clues. Pray, if you should come across any trace of my father, some record of his travels, or a diary perhaps, I would ask you bring it to me. I found naught in all my years of searching. But perhaps you might succeed where I failed. Fair sense tells me otherwise. But yet, I hold out hope.
Looks like part of a journal. I wonder who's... Seems a page torn from a diary, Master. It's writing. They hold the advantage!
'Twas nothing. Arisen, I am at your side.
I wonder what's become of the author. Perhaps whoever wrote these harbored quite a wonder.
Hold. These letters. They are written in my father's hand. I see. Spread out over all the land, were they? I cannot fathom the trouble you bore to find this. I am at a loss for words, sir. And yet, it seems my father is well and truly dead after all. Please do not worry yourself on this. Simply finding aught of him is a treasure to me. I shall read this anon. Perhaps I may finally learn the cause behind his travels. In any case, the finest patron deserves the finest reward. Please, sir, accept this gift with my compliments. In truth, I warrant this will be my final transaction. With the mystery of my father resolved, I've little reason to wander the land any longer. Maker guide your steps until our paths cross again.
I've learned what to do to gain quest knowledge.
Welcome, sir. Though I fear this place affords little hospitality. How do you find playing the role of Arisen, sir? Ah, but I misspeak. 'Tis far from play, I know. I meant only the role of hero must be tiresome work, to meet the demands for ceaseless feats of valor. I may have one such task to offer, if you've the time and inclination. Well, sir, then pray, allow me to begin with a word about the stronghold. Given the hold's remote location, those who man it are oft required to remain here for long stretches of time. And sadly, The worsening dangers that plague the roads have kept all freight from reaching us. No matter the number of pleas I send to the capital, I receive no response. We're to commence a new regimen of training soon. But morale among the men is dismal. By now, we are a week's food in arrears. Our remaining stores will not last long. It would be a mercy if you, as Arisen, would go and speak to the court on our behalf. And in so doing, an acclaim for precluding a dire crisis in the Duchy's defense. In Gran Sorin, you will find a Lord Julian. The Hold's expeditions and supply fall under his charge. Pray, speak with him, else the other guards within the Duke's castle.
The captain at the Stone of the North seeks supplies. Very well. I'll arrange for it at once. Know you what quantity he requires? 1 week, is it? Understood. No doubt a bit more would ease their worried minds, hmm? Tell the captain I shall add 2 days' supply to the amount he requests. Oh, and here. I should thank you to give him this. 'Tis hardly much, but I dare say it suits the palate better than dried rations. A gift for the men of the stone. I am grateful for your aid, Arisen.
My thanks for your trouble, sir. A message from Lord Julian. 2 additional days, is it? Yes, I see. You've done well, good Arisen. Your efforts shall not be in vain, I guarantee it. Something further, sir. A meal from the Lord's own larder, is it? My, my. The men will be delighted, I'm sure. You are kind to have gone to the trouble.
I've gained quest knowledge. I've learned what to do in this quest.
I must say, Arisen, you've an uncommon intellect and a shrewd nature to match. Is some manner of fate what caused our paths to intersect? Pray, take this, a humble token of our fellowship.
I'll leave the weak close to you. Arisen, I'm at your side. You cannot hope to overpower them.
My attacks have magic does nothing.
If it isn't the Arisen, what brings you to such a place, sir? Myself, I've come to rest from my travels, though it seems I've chosen the wrong place for a leisurely stroll.
The woman who rests here was
Arisen
once an
and pawned.
Arisen.
That slate you carry looks like aught of value, or scholarly interest at the least. If you want those strange writings read, you best seek a man of letters, a priest, perhaps. Helping the masses is their calling, after all. You'll likely get your information, and free of cost at that. It would be my pleasure to help you myself, though I fear my rates are a bit higher. No, as you like then.
I'll take that.
A tablet you found in the woods, you say? It has the look of worm-speak. I fear for all our research, we've still more questions than answers. I cannot read it, sir. Though now I think upon it, I have heard tell of a man well versed in such ancient texts. A man near the capital. I think it was by Hill-figure Knoll, they said he dwells. It grieves me to have only such muddled hearsay to offer, but perhaps it is worth the journey.
Is there naught you have to show me, Arisen? For I have seen it. A cipher, void of meaning unto itself, but of vital importance. The sign of those bound to the dragon, and through it to one another. Bring it here. That tablet. Then it has presented itself to you as well, Arisen of the present day. I held it once myself, though it knew a different form then. 'Tis the Arisen's bond, an oath given form. It has shown itself to each Arisen in turn since time immemorial, ever changing its guise. Perhaps it is a test of sorts. Though it appears a humble tablet now, it will take on the form best suited to you when the time is come. Then the Arisen's bond has chosen its form. For you, it is become a ring. Take it. 'Tis the symbol of an oath that will bind you to what you hold most dear. That it chose a ring for its shape stands proof that other people are what you hold most dear. Make no mistake. The one you vouchsafe this ring to will be bound to you most powerfully. Whether that bond will be your shield or your undoing depends upon you. Therein lies the nature of the test.
I've gained quest knowledge.
I've learned what to do in this quest.